So, last weekend was our annual family picnic, which is usually a pretty low-key affair. You know, the usual potato salad, frisbee, and the inevitable awkward conversation with second cousin Sarah about her cat's social media followers. This year, however, Uncle Bob, the self-proclaimed inventor of the family, announced he had something special to unveil. Now, Uncle Bob's inventions are legendary in their own right, mostly for being hilariously useless or borderline dangerous. Who can forget the self-toasting bread that set the kitchen on fire, or the voice-activated toilet that only responded to yodeling? As everyone gathered around the picnic table, Uncle Bob pulled out his latest creation with a flourish. "Behold," he declared, holding up what looked like a regular flashlight. Except, as he proudly explained, this was no ordinary flashlight. It was a solar-powered flashlight that worked great during the day. There was a moment of silence as we all processed what he said. Cousin Tim was the first to break the silence, asking cautiously, Uncle Bob, isn't the point of a flashlight to work when it's dark?" Uncle Bob waved this off with a dismissive hand, launching into an elaborate explanation about conserving energy and how this flashlight would revolutionize camping trips. Now, at this point, most of us were trying to hide our amusement, but Aunt Linda, who has never been one to hold back, burst out laughing. "So you're telling us you invented a flashlight that only works when you don't need it?" she cackled, setting off a ripple of laughter through the family. Uncle Bob, however, remained unfazed. He even went so far as to demonstrate the flashlight's amazing capabilities by shining it directly at the sun, which of course did absolutely nothing except make him squint. The day continued with Uncle Bob wandering around, attempting to sell everyone on the practicality of his invention, insisting it was ahead of its time. Finally, as the sun began to set and the shadows lengthened, Uncle Bob triumphantly clicked the button on his flashlight, only to be met with darkness. The family erupted into laughter once more, and Uncle Bob, ever the optimist, shrugged and said with a grin, "Well, I guess you could say it's a bright idea that needs a little work in the dark." If this video made you laugh, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing for more laughter.